style?
It was okay.
What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, there's a ton of great beers out there, and they kind of mess things up. Like, are you a flavored beer guy at all?
Not really.
So are you a warm, like, are you Germanish where you want, or should I say Germanish?
Yeah.
You want warm beer with your lunch? Or are you a cold beer only?
Cold beer only.
Yeah. Sean says Blatz. He doesn't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Okay, give me some old beers.
A lot of it's still around. Coors. That was old.
Well, okay, I'm going to pull some.
But Little King.
Little King. Don't remember that.
There were little bottles of beer.
79 bottles of beer on the wall.
They were good. They were good and smooth.
Okay, let's see here.
They're just little bit expensive, which that didn't make sense because they were smaller bottles. But
all right, Budweiser,
good.
Pabst, Miller. How about Schlitz?
Yeah, I remember that.
Michelob, Ballantine,
Yeah.
Iron City, Schaefer, Reinhold, Blatz, Falstaff, Peels, Black Label, Coors, Lowenbräu. You remember that?
Lowenbräu, yeah.
Yeah, everybody remembers that. That was like one of those beers you could buy 50 gallons for a penny.
Yep.
Knickerbocker, Grain Belt, Stroh's. You remember Stroh's? I remember Stroh's having that weird shaped beer hole.
Yeah.
Olympia, Rainier, Jeunesse Cream Ale, don't remember that. Lone Star, Pearl, Shiner, Schmitz, Rolling Rock, Yingling.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Yingling.
Yeah.
Straub, Old Milwaukee, Milwaukee's Best, Heileman's Old Style, Berghoff, Leinenkugel, Point Special, Narragansett, Dixie, National Bohemian, Meisterbräu. You remember that?
Yeah.
Utica Club, Billy Beer, Schmidt Stag, Yucky Lager, Weidemann, Hofbrau, Bartels, Ortlieb's, Buckeye, Old Frothing Slosh. I don't remember that one. But there's a couple that aren't on there. How about Grolsch?
Yeah.
Remember the green bottles where, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How about Mickey's?
Yeah.
Did you like Mickey's?
Okay.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them I could take it or
Right. Well, it's just weird, today. I see a lot of...
I don't think there's as many around anymore.
I don't think there's as many around. Smith Forge is one that I love, but I can't get it down here.
Right.
I actually went to my local place where they have beer, and they advertise, we'll get whatever you want. Well, they'll get whatever you want unless their distributor doesn't carry it.
Right.
And they won't carry Smith Forge. So Smith Forge, if you're listening, I went to my mother's, and my sister had stopped and grabbed some Smith Forge hard cider. Mm. Now, you can drink reds, apple ale. You can drink Wicked, and you could reds. There's a few of them out there. None of them, Angry Orchard, but none of them come close to Smith Forge. It is so, so good. And that's what I'm looking for now. I don't like the headaches. I don't like feeling like crap. I don't like waking up and feel like I was in a car crash. Right. So I just can't do the heavy drinking anymore.
Now, what was your thoughts growing up in Wisconsin about Old Milwaukee?
It was the dusty beer that old men drink.
That's basically what we used to say.
No, but
we used to always say it was what was at the bottom of a Budweiser barrel.
Old Milwaukee Ice now. That was a different story.
We used to call it Old Milk Crotchy.
Ooh.
Because that's what it,
beer is the third most popular drink after water and tea in the world.
Yeah.
Breweries are the most creative and innovative industries in the world. Beer is something that anyone passionate enough can make, from craft brewers to industry leaders. You can even make beer at home. And I know that because my grandfather was actually a beer connoisseur.
Mm.
He drank scotch, but made beer and root beer.
Wow.
Now, scotch isn't one of them things. I can't do scotch.
I can do rum. I used to do rum back in the day.
Rum.
Rum and Coke.
I guess it depends.
But no Coke, no more. Even if I went back to drink.
As of 1983, there were 49 licensed breweries in the U.S. By the end of 2017, there were 8,863
Right.
microbreweries. And I've had some good microbrew. How about you?
I have. And then I've taste tested at some of them places in Cincinnati area. And there's one of them, guys just brought back memory to me. Natty Light, that was made in Cincinnati.
Really? Did it taste like chili? Did it have poisonous nuts in it?
Maybe the poison nut.
In the Middle Ages, beer was considered a necessary part of people's diets and not the recreational beverage we see it as today.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wine. You go to France and you look at all the medical benefits of wine.
Yeah.
All the countries over there that drink wine at least one time a day, it has massive medical benefits.
Yeah, wine does. Yeah, wine's good for you.
Wine, and so does beer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because beer can lower your cholesterol.
Beer can do many, many great things.
And it's good for your heart, too, but you can't drink a lot.
Well, I'm telling you what, if your dating scene doesn't pick up soon, you're going to have to start drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah.
It might lower your expectations.
Good.
I don't know. It's going to be hard to lower yours, but ancient Greeks didn't drink much beer as they preferred wine. Water is very important and can make or break each batch of beer. I think that's Coors' claim to fame.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when I did beer brats, I'm probably the best brat maker that I have ever met. And myself, yes. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you all. I'm gonna give you the secret.
Here we go.
Okay. You get, like 24 brats, and you put them in a plastic container. You put beer in there. And I'm not talking mamby-pamby beer. I'm talking about real beer. Either Budweiser or Coors Banquet or, something like that.
Yeah.
You keep them in there for 24 hours, and you throw a stick of butter.
Let them
marinate. But when you bring them out and you grill them low and slow. And as you flip them, you dip them back in the beer. It stops the breaking. So, when you put them in your mouth, you take a bite, they burst. That's the way that a good brat is supposed to be done. And it's a beer brat. You're supposed to taste it.
Is that what you always call greatness on the grill?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Almost everything that comes off my grill's that way. It's greatness. Yeah. But, yeah. Anyway, some beer facts that are kind of cool. The beer industry in the United States annually profits over $100 billion. I'm going to show you this picture. See the beer's super dark and then light amber and then kind of like a mud honey almost on the left. I can't do dark beer. You?
No, dark beer will drink too much of it. I do know this.
What's that?
It will constipate you.
Well, I've never had that problem.
Now, when I just drink a lot of it,
right,
at the bars and stuff.
See, sometimes we think that you have constipation of the mouth.
I've been told that by a few left-leaning people.
Well, no, when you get in here on some days when you're tired,
yeah,
and I'll be like, I'll give you this explosive fact that's just awesome, and you're like,
yeah,
that's constipation of the mouth. You know what I'm saying? It just.
I'm guilty as charged, I admit.
Skullcram says champion of beers, Miller's. If I'm going to have to buy some regular beer to drink, it's going to be Miller Lite. You?
No.
What would it be?
Mine back in the day was, like I say, Bud Ice.
Bud Ice. But see, the only people that drink Bud Ice are alcoholics. Because you buy Bud Ice not because it tastes, because it doesn't taste that good.
I think it tasted good in the summer. When you get in on a 90-degree day from work.
Well, Bud Ice,
it's freezer.
The only reason that they do that is literally to bring the alcohol content up so you get messed up faster. That's why alcoholics drink it, right?
You could be right.
Well, how about some Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
You're watching your weight now.
Yeah.
That'll help. However, Miller Lite's only 1 calorie more than Michelob Ultra. And, people don't know that. Kevin says Miller's champagne of beers. Yeah, I just remember all the good old days stuff. You know what I mean?
I remember that.
Yeah, the stouts.
Cram mentioned that.
Yeah, stouts, pilsners. Wow, love it.
All these names coming back.
Kind of miss it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they did away with a lot of them.
They did. You wanted to talk about this today, the Mandela effect.
Yeah. Well, what brought it up? We started talking after the show, and one of your sons, Gavin, brought it up. And started showing me some pictures. I said, Hans, we need to talk about this more on the show.
Well, let's go through a couple of them because the Mandela effect is basically...
It's an eye trick.
Well, is it? Or is it mental manipulation?
I think it is kind of mental manipulation because some people...
Say that 3 times fast. Mental manipulation. Mental manipulation. Yeah.
But anyway, I think I said
just say it one time. How about this one? Is it Jiffy or Jif?
Jif.
Right. Do you remember being Jiffy ever?
No.
Okay. The Mandela effect, it says that most people believe that it was Jiffy, Jiffy.
Yeah.
It's never been Jiffy. There's never been a jar that says Jiffy. It was just
I've
Jif.
heard people say that, though.
Yep. How do you spell Oscar Mayer?
Oscar Mayer?
Yeah.
I think it's OSCER MAYER.
Say that again.
OSCER MAYER.
Okay. Well, no.
It's OR.
It's OSCARMAYER. Most people think that it's exactly what you said, OSCARMEYER.
Because that's what the commercial used to say, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
OSCER.
Yeah, so it's the A somehow gets put in our mind instead of the E.
I think everybody thought that little kid that was singing that song might have said E instead of A. What I'm thinking. Because it did sound like he said E. If you go back and you think about that in your head, that Mandela effect.
Yeah, I
was working right there on this.
The famous HBO show isn't Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I remember Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Not Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody on there remembers that. Legendary rock band Queen's song, We Are the Champions, is usually heard at every triumphant sports moment, but it ends a lot differently than most people can recall. Some people swore the singer, Freddie Mercury, belts out the lyric of the world at the end.
Yeah.
But the original recording simply says, no time for losers because we are the champions.
Yep. How do you get that mixed up? I mean,
that's a really weird one.
Yeah.
To be messed up. We've talked about this one before. The Monopoly Man does not have a monocle.
Yeah. This is what got it started yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
Gavin brought that up.
I remember a monocle being on the Monopoly Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Then I said Sex in the City, and it's Sex and the City.
Yep.
So I remember the monocle being on the Monopoly Man. It's kind of weird. Pikachu's tail. Some 90s kids clearly remember black detailing the Pokemon character's tail. However, in reality, it's just yellow.
Right. That's a good one Matt Finn just mentioned. I remember that one. That's a Mandela. That was a purposely Mandela effect they put in Star Wars. The
C-3PO?
Yeah, the C-3PO silver leg.
Okay, I remember that.
The golden leg.
Is that like the biggest Mandela effect that you can remember?
If you remember, that's when he got tore apart and they put him back together, those Jawas.
Right.
With a little midget looking beady-eyed. Sort of like our little liberal. I mean,
yeah. Anyways,
our good friend. We love you.
Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar wins. How about his Oscar wins from What's Eating Gilbert Grape or the Titanic?
Yeah.
Well, he never got one for the Titanic or Gilbert Grape.
I thought he got one for Titanic.
No, sir. 2016 was his first Oscar, and it was for The Revenant, which was a great